Ever notice how the very first voice you hear each morning isn't T from your phone as alarm? It's the one inside your head? Before you even open your eyes, that inner commentator is already crafting the story of your day. What if mastering that voice could rewrite the entire plot? While wrestling with bedhead, you mutter, "Why did I set the alarm so early?" Minutes later, you scold yourself for misplacing keys. These private commentaries, whether whispered, spoken aloud, or completely silent, form what psychologists call self-talk. Self-talk is more than random chatter. It's verbalized thought aimed at ourselves, distinct from mental imagery or raw data recall. It might sound like, "I really need to tighten my backhand," or "The supermarket's packed, I'll swing by after dinner." And if you've ever caught yourself narrating life under your breath, you're in good company. Research suggests virtually everyone practices self-talk daily, often dozens of times an hour. Russian psychologist Lev Vygotsky observed toddlers voicing every thought while stacking blocks or drawing dragons. He proposed that out-loud self-speech acts as a rehearsal room for self-control. By echoing the language of parents, careful, stack slowly, children learn to direct their own behavior. Around ages 6 to 8, that external commentary migrates inward, transforming into inner speech. Neuroimaging now shows this shift corresponds with the maturation of the brain, left inferior frontal gyrus, the same region used for planning complex tasks. In other words, our earliest monologues become the silent executive that schedules your Tuesday and calms you before a presentation. Personality matters. Studies find that highly creative or introverted individuals report richer inner dialogues, possibly because they spend more time simulating scenarios. Cultural factors play a role too. Collectivist societies encourage internalizing social norms, sometimes leading to more frequent self-monitoring thoughts. Neurologically, self-talk lights up the default mode network, a set of brain regions active during daydreaming and reflection. But when we shift to allowed self-talk, the articulatory motor cortex joins the party, mirroring the pattern seen in regular conversation. Instructional self-talk boosts precision. In that tennis study, players repeating "elbow up, eyes on the ball" improved serve accuracy by 6%. Motivational self-talk amplifies grit. Marathoners chanting "one more mile" activated reward circuits, delaying perceived exhaustion. Distance self-talk, referring to yourself by name, calms nerves. Brain scans show reduced amygdala activity, the fear center, when students thought, "Maya, you've prepped well." Beyond performance, positive inner dialogue correlates with lower cortisol, improved immune markers, and faster recovery after setbacks. But the sword cuts both ways. Habitual phrases like, "I'm useless," or "this always happens to me," create mental grooves that deepen anxiety and depression. Cognitive distortions or catastrophizing or overgeneralizing or hijack self-talk, turning it into an internal bully. Longitudinal studies show that teens who ruminate on self-blame are twice as likely to develop major depressive episodes by adulthood. The takeaway? Monitoring tone is as vital as tracking calories or steps. 1. Thought labeling. When a harsh statement pops up, tag it. That's a prediction, not a fact. Naming the thought weakens its grip. 2. If-then planning. Convert vague worries into contingencies. If the meeting runs over, then I'll reschedule gym for 7 p.m. This shifts focus from fear to solution. 3. Second-person reframe. Swap, I've blown my diet. For you slipped, but one snack doesn't define the day. Speaking to yourself like a coach triggers the brain's social support pathways. 4. Environmental cues. Sticky notes, phone wallpapers, or even short audio memos can prime constructive self-talk during high-stress windows, commute, inbox flood. Astronauts rehearsing emergency protocols, surgeons performing delicate procedures, and elite esports athletes all script micro-mantras to maintain laser focus. NASA's training manuals explicitly teach verbal self-guidance during simulated failures because research shows it reduces error rates by up to 20% under pressure. Voice-activated journals and AI chatbots now allow users to externalize inner speech, receive empathetic prompts, and review patterns over time. Preliminary trials at Stanford suggest that speaking a worry into your phone, followed by guided reframing, lowers participants' stress markers more than journaling alone. Neuroscientists are experimenting with real-time fMRI feedback, showing subjects their brain activity as they engage in self-talk. Early results hint we may soon coach our inner narrator with on-screen dashboards, fine-tuning mindsets like we tweak workout metrics. The only voice guaranteed to accompany you from cradle to career, heartbreak to triumph, is your own. So ask yourself, what story will that voice tell tomorrow morning? Choose wisely. Your future self is listening.